Growing red onions in pots is a great way to enjoy fresh onions even if you have limited space. Here's a step-by-step guide to growing red onions in pots. 1. Selecting a pot. Choose a large pot with a diameter of at least 8-12 inches 20-30 cm and a depth of 10-12 inches 25-30 cm. Ensure that the pot has drainage holes at the bottom to prevent waterlogging. 2. Preparing the soil. Use a well-draining potting mix with added organic matters such as compost or aged manure. Red onions prefer slightly acidic soil with a pH of 6.0-6.8. Fill the pot with the potting mix, leaving about an inch to 5 cm of space at the top. 3. Planting red onion sets. Red onions are commonly grown from sets, which are small onion bulbs. Plant the onion sets about 1 inch to 5 cm deep and 4-6 inches 10-15 cm apart in rows or clusters, depending on the size of your pot. Ensure that the pointed end of the sets is facing upward. 4. Watering. Water the pot thoroughly after planting to settle the soil and ensure good root contact. Keep the soil consistently moist but not waterlogged throughout the growing season. Onions have shallow roots, so frequent watering may be necessary, especially during hot, dry weather. 5. Sunlight. Place the pot in a sunny location that receives at least 6-8 hours of direct sunlight per day. Onions prefer full sun for optimal growth and bulb development. 6. Fertilizing. Apply a balanced fertilizer or a fertilizer formulated for onions according to the manufacturer's instructions. Side dress the onions with fertilizer every few weeks during the growing season to provide essential nutrients for healthy growth. 7. Thinning. Once the onion seedlings have emerged and grown to a few inches tall, thin them to ensure proper spacing. Leave the strongest, healthiest seedlings spaced about 4-6 inches 10-15 cm apart to allow room for bulb development. 8. Weeding and mulching. Keep the area around the onions free of weeds to reduce competition for nutrients and water. Mulch the surface of the soil with organic mulch such as straw or shredded leaves to conserve moisture and suppress weed growth. 9. Harvesting. Red onions are typically ready for harvest when the tops begin to turn yellow and fall over. This usually occurs 90-120 days after planting. Carefully loosen the soil around the bulbs with the garden fork, then lift the onions out of the soil. Allow the onions to dry in a warm, dry location for a few days before storing them. By following these steps, you can successfully grow red onions in pots and enjoy a bountiful harvest of flavorful onions to use in your favorite recipes.